5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Now, there are many words to describe the legend that is Bob Marley, a musical genius and cultural icon, a prophet from Kingston, Jamaica to the fields of Battersea Park.
Now, I'm going to read the message from the FA. We send our best wishes to everyone at the unveiling of the Bob Marley plaque in Battersea today. This plaque celebrates the unifying power of football and its ability to bring communities together.
The photograph when Skillpool come back from Ethiopia, we met Skillpool Bob.
Sit up now.
Welcome back to the channel, my viewers and subscribers. Today I'm in Battersea Park, Wandsworth Council Green Plaque unveiling. The legend himself, Bob Marley. One love, one heart. That's what it is. People playing in the park, playing football. Lovely park. So now I have to go and find that. What's the name of it? The cricket pavilion. Need to go and find it now. And I'll see you when I get there. So about 15 minutes to go before the unveiling of the plaque. Battersea Park, London. Unfortunately, the music playing right there on that building. Community strike, so I won't be able to play much of it.
You all know that we had the first black mayor here, but I like to add, in 1912, a mayor called Thomas Brogan, who worked in Price's Candle Factory, was the first Irish Catholic mayor.
Wow. Wow.
You can't keep his spirit down.
Right on time. Right on time. It unveiled itself.
So we are glad you're here to celebrate, which is his very first football plaque. Alright? So it's got plaques all over the world, but it's the very first time it's been honoured with a plaque to commemorate his football presence. I've just taken a call from the High Commissioner of Jamaica, so if you don't mind, we're just going to for a couple of minutes, maybe?
Yeah.
And then when he arrives, we'll give him a grand entrance. Is the mayor here, ladies and gentlemen?
Yes, the mayor.
The mayor is there. That's the mayor.
Member of Parliament, Marsha de Cordova, footballing man family.
And that's Bobby de Cordova Reed's sister.
Plays for Leicester City and the Jamaican national team. Also behind the idea for this plaque, as you can imagine, she has pestered us for a while.
Absolutely. So ladies and gentlemen, if you can just imagine graced our hallowed ground with his football expertise there. So it's quite appropriate that there's a football game on.
Absolutely, and it's the youngsters. So we want to inspire people about with the music and his message of love and peace and playing football. And they're slightly contradictory sometimes, as Bob himself would admit. And he loved to quote, "If you want to get to know me, you have to play against me at football." But he knew it contradicted his message of peace and non-violence. Now, the other thing I wanted to tell you was about how radical Battersea was, and I was just saying, that we had this first Irish nationalist mayor in this country called Thomas Brogan in 1912, and he mentored the mayor for the following year, who was called John Archer, who was the first black mayor in London. He was a Pan-Africanist, and both of them had Irish mothers, so I always love to make the Irish connection, because this borough then was very anti-imperialist and anti-colonial, and John Archer was involved in the Pan-African Congress, and he, at the end of her life, he brought over a woman from Liberia, the First Lady of Liberia, called Jeanne Roberts. She had been widowed for 25 years, and he brought her over to live with him and his wife Bertha. And we're trying to get a plaque up to Jeanne Roberts on the house that has an English heritage plaque, but I can't get hold of the bloody American owner who leaves the house empty. So we'll keep fighting that fight. So the other thing is, we also then, through John Archer and his Pan-African Congress and all his anti-colonial connections, he brought in a person who actually turned out to be a communist in the end, but he became the Labour MP here in 1922. He was the first Indian Labour MP, and that again is just proof of how radical this place was. So it's very much in keeping that Bob is being honoured here today. And of course we also have another plaque here that will be unveiled. It celebrates that the first ever FA rules game was played here. And I've got a message from the FA, welcoming us and suggesting.
Speech.
So I just say really directly, some extraordinary news, just want to quickly let everybody know, we actually have royalty, football royalty in our presence, because we actually have Bob Marley's goalkeeper here, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Nectali, make yourself known.
Oh my goodness!
Yes. Where are you?
Oh my goodness!
Listen, a round of applause. Round of applause.
Oh my goodness, how
So,
wonderful!
we're going to let you kick off the proceedings, if you don't mind, yes. Before the mayor, welcome to, in fact, we're going to do it properly, aren't we? We're going to do it properly. We're going to call it, if you don't mind saying the speech. Yeah, okay, that's beautiful. I think we should start, don't you?
Why can't we have started someone? When you've got an audience, you have to talk to them. You don't leave them in silence. Now, I'm going to read the message from the FA. We send our best wishes to everyone at the unveiling of the Bob Marley plaque in Battersea today. This plaque celebrates the unifying power of football and its ability to bring communities together through a shared love of the game. It will sit proudly alongside the commemorative plaque that marks the first official game played under Football Association rules on this site in 1864. We wish you all the best to mark your special occasion. I did suggest to them that they might send one of their patrons and former president, young Prince William, because he used to come and play football here too. Everybody wants to play football in Battersea Park.
Ladies and gentlemen, before we start, it's only right that we allow the mayor to do the welcoming address. So we'll give a round of applause for Jeremy and Martin. Thank you.
Jeremy Ambash.
Jeremy Ambash, sorry.
Okay. Good. Oh, it is just afternoon.
Yeah.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm so pleased to see so many of you here, including our honoured guests, MP Marsha de Cordova, the Jamaican High Commissioner when he comes, Alexander Williams,
Always late.
the irrepressible Jeanne Rathbone. And thank you, Jeanne, and thank you, the Battersea Society, and thank you Jake, Beula and the Nubian Jak Community Trust for getting the green plaque for Bob Marley and for organising this event.
Yeah. Jack, could you speak to the High Commissioner?
Okay.
If that's all right.
Oh, okay. Sure.
This is political activism. The 80,000 people in the Smile Jamaica concert in Kingston, a concert to promote peace and unity in Jamaica. After this attempt on his life, you remember fondly playing football and training with Marley here in Battersea Park. That you admired his skill and his sportsmanship. Today, we are not just commemorating the fact that Marley played football here, we are commemorating that Marley became part of our community. Thank you very much.
So next up we have our MP, our Member of Parliament. Yeah. Okay, so we now welcome Marsha de Cordova, our esteemed Member of Parliament.
I don't even think I need a mic. Can you all hear me?
No, you do need a mic. Hold it right up to your mouth.
Jeanne has spoken, so I need the mic. Well, can I just say what a wonderful moment it is for us to all be here today. Mr. Mayor, Your Excellency, distinguished guests, and my wonderful family are here with me. My mum and my auntie are also here today. Can I just say a wonderful warm welcome to you all. Now, there are many words to describe the legend that is Bob Marley, a musical genius and cultural icon, a prophet from Kingston, Jamaica to the fields of Battersea Park. His music included messages of peace, hope, love, joy, and most importantly, justice. And to quote the man himself, what he says is one good thing about music, when it hits you,
feel no pain.
Feel no pain.
Yep.
Live for yourself and you will live in vain. Live for others and you will live again. Emancipate yourself from mental slavery because none but ourselves can
free our mind.
That's right. His music is timeless and it continues to resonate with so many people, and many of you are here today. I don't believe that there is anywhere in this world that hasn't heard the sweet, sweet sounds of reggae music, Bob's music. His songs are part of the soundtrack to my life, and it fills me with so much joy to know that when Bob was recording his Exodus album, of all the parks in London, think about it, all the parks in London, Bob and his friends chose Battersea Park to come and relax, yes, and to play football. Many of you know that my brother, Bobby de Cordova Reed, is a professional footballer. And he has had, hold it right up, let them all see, and he has the great honour of playing for Jamaica internationally. Thanks to everybody that was part of making this a reality. And I know that when he is next visiting me in London, he will be coming to Battersea Park. Now this plaque, it adds to Battersea's rich and diverse culture, and I am so proud to be part of it today. This is a magnificent moment, and I know just by the numbers of you that are here today, you agree with me. Now a special thanks has to go to Nubian Jak and everybody, to Jeanne, Rathbone and the Battersea Society, and to Wandsworth Council. And I have to say to Jeanne, thank you so much for listening to me when I kept pestering and pestering and pestering, saying we need a plaque to Bob Marley. So as I close today, in Bob's words, can I say one love to you all and thank you very much.
Members of Parliament, your worships, mayors in the audience, distinguished guests, members of Wandsworth Council, representatives of
Yeah, hold it right up, sorry.
the Battersea Society, community leaders, friends. Now, if Bob was on stage, what would be the next words? What would be the next words out of Bob's lips?
One
Ja! Right. I don't have to hear for it. It is an honor for the Jamaican High Commission to join me today in celebrating the unveiling of the special plaque to the Honorable Robert Nesta Marley, known to the world simply as Bob Marley, right here in Battersea. This tribute, rooted in the beautiful game of football, reminds us that Bob Marley was not only a musical icon, but also a man of the people. One who found joy, unity, and rhythm in everyday. Football, like reggae, was a language he spoke fluently. It was a source of camaraderie, creativity, and connection. It is therefore fitting that this plaque in the heart of a community in Wandsworth honors that side of his spirit. Bob Marley's legacy is deeply woven into the cultural fabric of Jamaica and the global diaspora. Through his music, he gave voice to the voiceless, hope to the oppressed, and pride to generations. But beyond the stage, he was a man who loved to kick a ball around with friends, to laugh, to live, and to build bridges across divides. Today, as we gather in Battersea Park, where Bob once played football with the local youth, we are reminded that Black history is not only about struggle and resistance, but also about joy, creativity, and shared humanity. This plaque is more than a marker of the past. It's a beacon for future generations, reminding us that greatness can emerge from community and that culture lives not only in monuments, but in movement, music, and memory. We commend Wandsworth Council and the Battersea Society for this inspired initiative and for placing this moment at the heart of our Black History Month program. It is a powerful gesture of recognition, inclusion, and pride. On behalf of the government and the people of Jamaica and the Jamaican community here in the United Kingdom, we thank you for honoring one of our most beloved sons, not only for what he sang, but for how he lived. May this plaque stand as a symbol of unity, resilience, and the enduring power of culture to bring us all together. And by saying, one love.
One heart.
The yanking off my pashmina. So you want to just grab it?
Right, ladies and gentlemen, if you'd like to get your phones out, this is the one that goes around the world. Hi, Commissioner. Come this way, sir. Yes. So what we're going to do, we're going to do a countdown from 10 to 1, ladies and gentlemen. 10 to 1. And if you've got your Insta accounts or TikTok or your X accounts or Facebook, here's where we go live now. 10,
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
We are recording extras with the Whalers 2025. Water Council and Nubian Jak Community Trust. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. The program hasn't finished yet.
So you can keep your photographs under the things, but we want to continue now before the rain gets really heavy.
Yes,
So
absolutely.
our next speaker up is Sarah Turner, and she'll explain why she's here. Will we have Sarah Turner, please?
What did you say about Bonnie and Peter?
Peter is my husband and Bonnie is my brother.
Oh, really?
That is what she says.
Yeah, I know. Ailman.
Yeah. Okay, so that's one. Now here, one love. Bob had a lot of influences, and it's important to know roots. One love comes from the Jamaican first national hero. Who's that? Marcus Garvey. Often after his speeches, he'll end with one love. So that's where Bob got that from. Now, yesterday I was at an event and they were saying, as Bob Marley said, correct, but still, we have to know the roots. Emancipate yourself from mental slavery, again, comes from a speech made by Marcus Garvey in Nova Scotia, Canada. Right, okay. Lastly, my young man, and I appreciate you, we've got something called British Black Music 2000 to 2025. So that young man, you're part of that scenario. He was talking about how his mother and a stranger went to Bob Marley's house. Okay, okay. It's natural for Bob Marley. Let me tell you, the first time they came to England, they lived in Leeds in Brent. And people used to go there. My friend knows Del Washington. Del Washington used to bring the young musicians, Aswad, Brisney, Ford. And you know what? Once they got in there, they went there by themselves, so they were always there. So we had that kind of open house situation. So I think those are my links. Now, I've got an attachment to this because I had the rare privilege of standing behind that plaque. So, yeah. Oh, I have to say something. The council was a bit worried because I think there are some words going on. But if it had been a normal time, there should be thousands of people here. Do you know why? Because thousands of people claim to have played football with Bob Marley here. Yeah. Oh, did you? Oh, well, somebody's playing it. So let me know.
So we, as children, that's 54 years ago.
Okay.
Make it 55.
Right.
We used to come in here as kids and we used to play with Bob. Yeah.
I went to Battersea County School.
Absolutely. So, Chichester,
Yeah.
Chichester.
Wow.
Chichester. Okay.
Okay.
Original.
Cool.
Yeah.
Original state.
Yes, original. So we are those children.
Okay, so you've got an affinity today. Fantastic. Let me wrap up. So, I'm going to say it's great that there's this connection. So when you're walking past, it's going to resonate more because you've got that connection. So I have to thank the people that organize this. The council definitely, Nubian Jak, and I think the local, yeah, Battersea Society. So fantastic. Now let me plug something. We're in the 21st century, the first 25 years. What we're doing is that we're going back to a university called City University where we started the Black Music Congress. That's a space for discussing issues around the industry. So on next Thursday, 30th October, we will be there looking at British Black Music 2000 to 2025. What is the story? If you want some more information, let me know. But hey, my friend, my lady, thank you very much.
We are actually going to have, because everybody claims that they played with Bob Marley, yeah? We're actually going to have two people who actually played with Bob, a footballer and a goalkeeper. They are us in the party. Please, brothers, come forward. Come forward. Ladies and gentlemen, please come
Hello people. Good to see the turnout, you know. Much respect and blessings. It's a good thing, this is a very good thing. Yeah, I was a little youth when Bob was in his element. And I used to move with a man called Tuka Judah and Lily Coxon, because I was in Lily Coxon's song. And them two men, they're responsible for me knowing Bob Marley. Them can't go down where Bob used to sit down and walk the street. And he used to stay under the place called Harrington Gardens sometimes. When he come by himself, he get Harrington Gardens. When he come to the band, he's walking the street. And then he was then another house about 3-4 houses away. Yeah, so on that particular day when we come play ball, I didn't have a specific position. The man said, we can play ball, and I say, yeah. And he say, we can't really play like it still, but it's well alright, you can go in and goal. And ever since that time, every time we come to England, I was known as a goalie. Yeah? Ireland did have a football team called Ireland All-Stars with skill goal and them, and they used to play night, and we used to go all about and play ball. And everywhere them go on tour, when them come to Europe, I go with them. As a little youth man, monks back when anything you want, him say, "Nap, go get that for me, go do that for me, go do that, whatever." And I was glad to do it because I just felt privileged to be among someone like that. And the knowledge when they have and it passed on to me. And yeah, that is just my experience of them. I also got to go to the funeral. Island Records paid for my, if you go to the funeral, me, Pepe, Lady Cox, Malachi, and Uncle Joseph, no? Uncle Joseph did go. Yeah, the 5 I wouldn't get to go at the funeral. So it was very sad, you know, it was very, very sad. I'm glad I had that experience and I live with it to this day. Those times I never really take no whole picture. But Jeanne and them, man, they did take a picture one time. You have it with me still. It's a big picture. That's this team, that was the team, Island All Stars with the one. That's with the, I'm behind Bob with a towel around my neck.
No, lie, you know. Yeah, we need them at
But the only thing I so people can see.
Is it open? Is it's still open? I don't have any locks now. That was a long time ago. So it's a bad head now, you know, but I still adhere to Rastafarian principles some of the time. Oh, sorry, people in the middle. Hey, Ghana, pick up the back. Yeah, as I say, I'm standing right behind Bob with a towel around my neck. As today, I still wear my towel everywhere I go.
Yeah, Rastafari. My name is Ras Naphtali. Why was Ras Naphtali? Because we're born in January, but the whole community foundation was based in St. Albans Place in Kennington.
Yep, I know that here.
My brethren, we used to call him Skipper Joseph. And Skipper Joseph is an artist, is a singer. Ras Naphtali is an agriculturalist. That means to say sustainable well-being lifestyle.
That's joking.
Ital culture. What used to happen between St. Albans Place and Oakley Street and Rathbone Grove. There's like a Marley ritual because Bob is a workaholic. Bob attend to him tree yes, regimental. So what I normally do, along with Pepe Judah and Ras Malachi, you will see those two brethren. The photograph when Steel Pole come back from Ethiopia, we met Steel Pole, Bob, and the whole of us, Melody Judah, Malachi, at Kennington, 12 tribes of Israel. The 12 tribes of Israel started in Kennington before it was registered in Jamaica. And it's because of a dispute why St. Albans Place is still not known as the 12 tribes of Israel today. Right? All right. But the journey and the exodus and the uprising and the drum sound, the drum call originate to St. Albans Place in Kennington, and it followed the uprising and the journey of Bob creating His Imperial Majesty speech.
Yes.
It's not nobody write this within Bob sing His Imperial Majesty speech, and His Imperial Majesty speech we use as a preamble to create the Ethiopian World Federation that you see all of the Bobo, the Bingi, the 12 tribe, we actually acknowledge the drum call, the tree drum call, as our identity and our culture and our faith, the Rastafari faith.